Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little comparison here between iPhone 8 Plus and the Nokia 8, Nokia's latest flagship on Android. So I wanted to see how the latest iPhone did compare here, because obviously the iPhone is a little bit more expensive, in terms of the raw price here, but I think the Nokia has definitely put together a solid phone, which doesn't come with like a flagship price. So I'm just going to power them off and then start them up at the same time. Both of them fully up to date in regards to their software and ready to go. I think they're both about the same kind of size, although the Nokia does feel a little bit more ergonomic in the hand. We do have obviously some nice camera tech in the Nokia, which I think is Zeiss branded here, so should be quite interesting. So you can see the 8 still boots on plastic here. Although I did notice actually that the Nokia has quite a big advantage in regards to the screen, particularly when web browsing. It looks so much brighter and clearer than the iPhone, but we can have a look at that in a bit. We can just see first we have closed everything down, and we're just going to go through some basic apps here, see how they do respond. So we're getting a Snapdragon 835 in the Nokia 8 here. You can see, nice and quick, going into most stuff. Voxer, and your dialer, your messaging. So I'm seeing, I think the Nokia here just pipped the iPhone on most things. Maybe it is a bit animation, but to me it looks like a really well optimized device. Props to the company who manage the brand now. Let's have a look at the games here. So a little bit snappier on the left there. So we're just going to go into this a little bit. And start a new game. Yeah, so the iPhone again. This is where iPhone really does well, I think, in terms of the experience is when you are going towards your games. It seems to just be that bit more responsive, I think. Although I have noticed some weird bugs with iOS 11. Like for example, sometimes the screen flips horizontally, even though we're using it in a portrait kind of mode. So maybe they have to work those things out. So I think you can see we're in this one quicker as well. Or maybe not. I think that was Nokia actually. And Slither. Oh, that was the iPhone. So a little bit back and forth this time for the games, but props to Nokia, in terms of bringing a very quick experience, I think, to the general day-to-day stuff. Now, what I was actually talking about here in regards to the screen, you can see, look how nice and well optimized the Nokia does actually look here in terms of the content. Let's just go to a web page and I can show you. So let's just go to, where is it? Phone Arena. Hang on. Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking of two different websites at the same time. I'm just going to go to Phone Arena first. I do enjoy that. Let's go. So I think that was the iPhone a little bit snappier there, but the display still looks very yellowish, particularly comparing with the Nokia here. But maybe it's just my eyes. I think everyone's different in regards to that. Let's just round off with a quick multitasking test here. So you get a standard kind of RAM in the Nokia, which I think is 4 gigs. And I think that was a little reload there with the Nokia. And we can try a few more here. You really need to make the multitasking go vertically on the iPhone, because it's really frustrating when you're comparing with the Android, because you're doing horizontal versus vertical, and it can send you a bit weird. So yeah, you can see I think generally the basic apps here are pretty comparable, nothing too different. Let's just try the camera. So a little bit snappier there with the camera on the iPhone. I do think probably going forward you're going to get better support with the iPhone, because obviously we don't really know who HMD is and if they're going to long-term support the phone. Reload here, so you can see now we are seeing a difference in terms of the performance. Sneaking right at the back of the video here. We kept that one though, which is good. So yeah, as I was saying, I think if you're looking for your long-term Nokia software support, I think the Apple is a safer choice. But I think overall, I'm quite impressed with the Nokia. And if you're not, impressed with the OnePlus 5's camera in particular, I think it's a solid alternative, because it does have a remarkably good camera based upon what I've seen when I compared with the S8. So yeah, just a quick little comparison here between the iPhone 8 Plus and the Nokia 8. I think Nokia is also rumoured to be coming out with Nokia 9. Whether or not that'll be before the end of the year, we don't really know, but definitely looking forward to that if they do bring that out. So yeah, just a quick comparison here. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.